Don't worry about being the last one seated, madam. It merely means we're all looking at you. By the way, I trust you were all able to locate our lavatorial facilities, which are second to none in the district. In fact, there are none in the district. Incidentally, if you're enjoying our modest efforts here tonight, I heartily recommend that you return next week, when this venue will be presenting its most ingenious creation to date, that of Hamlet, Part 2. Now, before we take the tangled threads of plot left dangling before the interval and attempt to tie them together, let us, as has always been custom here at our music hall royale, unite in a sturdy hymn of that beloved chorus to our beloved land. England reigns. I have my say. British songs never said, though they learn even yet, though they often forget to chant on this land and its mates, up the mains till the graves with the serpent heart. And I pray I die in the flames, and if signs of then on earth England reigns. England reigns each day, each Right, we are, I trust, rested, relaxed, restored, renewed, and more than ready to conclude what is clearly our most ambitious endeavor to date here at our Music Hall Royale, that of solving, by your vote shortly to be counted, the mystery of Edwin Drood. 6 months have passed. An English summer is in progress. Still there is to be found no trace of young Edwin Drood, and all of Cloisterham is agog with rumour and suspicion. Yet further developments have been made. There are now 2 inquiring sleuths on the scene, one being the Princess Puffer, whom we've already met. The other being a detective, who wears a fulsome beard and a bulky coat, and wears the name of Dick Datchery. I said, a Dick Datchery. Right. These 2 apparent strangers approach with grand intentions and great expectations, which I might add we will be presenting in Brighton next season. And like us, these 2 are arriving just now at Cloisterham Station. Back from another treatment in London. And in his wake, note that among the many curious souls of Cloisterham, none are more intently curious than these 2 sleuths.
I'm on the track of a man in black. I disappear before the public day. I'm on the scent of a resident. I'll check them well, inspect the personnel. I'm led upon a doubtful chase. Who's let it go without a trace? This is a private investigation. Just when the Drood departs, therefore on his destination. This is a private investigation. Vanish into error, vanish where in all creation. On the trail of a small detail, I drew a beat upon a clue I need. Navigate as beyond first pain. incognito. Into the fog we go. I'm not a man of any means. I'll search and scan behind the scenes. This is a private investigation. Soon did you depart, wherever on his destination. It's a private investigation. I'll send this private love to a public situation. It's a private investigation. Do depart, wherever on his destination. It's a private investigation. You just want to work along my estimation. Up here and pry and scrutinize. I'm steering by, pursuing lies. I clearly private lies, lie, private
Reverend, there you are. All things bright and beautiful tonight, don't you think?
Yes, it's as if the stars were mere punctures in the ceiling of earth through which heaven's light can be seen, or something along those lines. I just wish my assistant Bassard, who's away on business, could be here to see a night such as this. Hold on there, boy.
What is it, Turtles?
Here's a face you've not seen before. Welcome to Fair Cloistrum, Captain. I am in the way of being official greeter to all visitors who might have the price of a bottle of wine on them. My name is Durdles.
My name's Datchery. Dick Datchery, and I was wondering if lodgings could be found in these parts.
Oh, no doubt, Mr. Datchery.
Something architectural and out of the way. Inconvenient.
Ah, we have any number of inconvenient lodgings here in Cloistrum, sir.
Close to the cathedral as well?
Excuse me, sir, I couldn't help it over here. The only accommodation I know of that nature is a lodging above the rooms of Mr. John Jasper. He's an admirer of my own.
Is that the fellow who's been much afflicted by the loss of his nephew, Edwin Drood?
Wait on, boy. This much afflicted fellow, John Jasper, is he always dressed in mourning these days?
Yes, that's the man, but you won't catch me going near him again. What's that, boy? 'Cause I ain't gonna be lifted off my legs and choked again. I find that most interesting. I shall enjoy watching the comings and goings of this town.
That man should speak to his tailor.
Here, Missy, can you tell me where I can find Mr. John Jasper? Oh, are you ill? No, I always look this way.
Rosa, you've both been guilty of neglecting your music lessons. When shall we resume?
Never, sir.
Are you telling me, politely, that you've neglected your studies altogether?
The politeness is yours, not mine. I beg not to be questioned or not answer anymore. At least I have that in my power.
Rosa,
I don't want to hear this, sir!
I do not forget how many eyes come on the view of us. But you will hear me, even against your wishes, dearest Rosa. Even when my dear boy was engaged to you, I loved you madly. I hid our secret loyalty, did I not?
You were forced to him, sir, daily and hourly, as you are now. You made me afraid to open his kind eyes to the truth that you are a bad, bad man.
How beautiful you are. You are more beautiful in anger than repose. I don't ask for your love. Give me yourself and that charming hatred, that enchanting scorn. 'Twill be enough for me. I warn you, sweet witch, rare charmer. You will stay or do more harm than can be undone.
You're mad!
I mean to show you just how mad my love is.
Love? You dare use that word?
Yes!
Love is but a word that one just keep from pastures green, which was rarely seen or seldom served. Innocent enough, it was intended to be used on rare occasions, not abused by every tongue. Rarely has the word been ever taken so in vain that its meaning might remain as quickly blurred. Never has there been so quite exhausted such a term. Your silent syllables confirm how drained is heard. You call it love.
Call it love.
I call it rude.
You call it rude.
You call it love.
You think me just.
I call it love.
A bit too crude.
I call it crude.
And I before.
I cannot bear.
But still I dare to call it love.
I think it's fine.
I see you scar.
I think it's fine.
You see me smile.
The more I'll see,
Tis your brain.
I've cut it down.
I've no deny.
You're wasting man.
My words are mad.
Gift to sin.
I speak them in the name of
love. Rose about the dainty little face was every curl confirms that she's a child, a girl in the fight. Rosa is the only soul in cloister it seems who senses just the sort of dreams you dream at night. Did you think your steps only seeing every fiber of my being told me since I was betrothed that you must have natural attention? Gorgeous words I dare not mention. You must know how much I loathe to know you once.
You know I once. And you can touch. To hear your voice. Is it so much? For you to ask. I only seek the name of love.
I will not fear to hear my tragic voice. I have a choice.
Oh, your fair voice. One blazing night. You will submit.
You should desecrate.
And give your faith the name of love. The name of love.
The name of love.
The name of love. The name of love. The name of love. The name of love. La 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 love. And in the moonfall, can you not see this victim you so enslaved? Save me, and let his dreams remain on your way. My own trust mixed with water,
Mixed with the thunder.
of this love, my only love, your name is love, and it's thrilling to me. Beneath these skies, one night unknown, would he dare? Between our eyes, one sight alone. The sight of moonfall as it comes into view. So I promise that you shall be sooner more than I do my own, and I will lead it to a sea of just but the falling.
I've just overheard something. Yes, and now I have one of the very bits of information I came here for.
And you're leaving Cloisterham already?
Not bloody likely. Never in my wretched life have I been this close to getting something I've set about after. More the fool I'd be to pull back just when I'm winning. I've never understood those in life that ease up just when they should push on. Once I bet the last 10 pence and won. Twice as rich then friends said, call it done. How sad I said, so that's your wildest dream, and then 20 pence instead of 10. I doubled up my bet again. In life we start the same as when we're done. If you lose, you're just where you begun. If you won, don't quit while you're ahead. Just press your blessed luck instead. Try to think what move might be the best. Use the heart that beats within your breast. Never rest. Don't quit while you're ahead. Sing out, there's more in store for me.
I see my dream ship finally coming in like a steamship, anchoring into wind.
Lift your chin. Remember what I said. Don't quit while you're ahead. Let's go. There must be love that's yet to be.
one pipe dream that is mine, a romance just ripe upon the vine.
Don't resign.
No victor ever fled.
Don't quit for your head to stay tare tara. Make passion to rekora. Make passion to la-di-da.
Don't quit while you're ahead. Don't say I'm off to bed. Farewell. Well, I know. Don't let the moment go to waste. Not with victory close enough to taste. Leave the cold fall to haste. For God's own sake. So raise a sail. You struck the lucky day, never break through any lucky chain or ring. Don't quit for your head, as easy gonna say. You'll see Tara Tari-hoo. Bang it passion to glory be. Bang it passion to glory be. Don't quit while you're ahead. Sing out there's more in store for there's much more for there's much more for
Encore, maestro, s'il vous plaît.
At last we see the stars spinning about, shimmering in the dim dawn night. So long have we been back, but finally we unwind the plot. The truth is this, we find that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was at this point in our story that Mr. Charles Dickens laid down his pen forever. And so, dear friends, this is all we shall ever know for sure about the mystery of Edwin Drood. Tonight, however, at least within the confines of this humble theatre, together we shall solve riddles and conclude the mystery of Edwin Drood. What minor mystery can be resolved immediately, though it has little to do with the plot at hand. Many literary experts agree that the detective Dick Datchery is in fact a character from Act 1, someone who has returned to Rome Cloisterham in hopes of bettering the investigation of Edwin Drood. As many of you may have noticed, this part has been taken thus far by the master and mistress of male impersonation, Miss Alice Nutting. But this does not mean that Edwin Drood is Datchery. Oh no, far from it. The reason for Miss Nutting's portrayal of the detective is that she was contracted to appear in 2 acts of our play, and our management believes in an honest week's work for an honest day's pay, if you catch my drift. Which brings us to our first key question. Is Edwin Drood dead or alive? Mr. Charles Dickens experimented with many different titles for our story. For example,
The loss of Edwin Drood. The flight of Edwin Drood.
The disappearance of Edwin Drood.
but nowhere the death or murder of Edwin Drood. On the other hand, one might say that a mystery without a murder is no mystery at all. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, our questions will be answered primarily by you, but in a democratic and perhaps dangerous idea, our music hall royale has granted its company the right to vote on one subject each night. And so, my fellow acolytes of thespianic persuasion, tonight your question will be, Mr. Throttle.
Is Edwin Drood dead or alive? Miss Nutting, who has a vested interest in the outcome, will so kindly turn her back to the cast. Thank you. Gentlemen, ladies, as your whim takes you this evening, all those who believe Mr. Edwin Drood is dead, please raise your hands now. All those who believe Miss Edwin Drood is alive, do the same now, if you please. Thank you.
I'm sorry you missed nothing, but you snuffed it by a massive majority, I fear. And our next question, Mr. Throttle.
Who's the detective Dick Datchery?
Well, Edwin Drood can now be safely eliminated from that consideration, for our company has voted him dead for the remainder of the evening.
Dead? Ha! And bloody? Ha! Ha! You absolute envious little shits! It's obvious to everyone here that Drood, that I am Datchery, and it's even more transparent that this petty, jealous cast bitterly resents all the attention I've been receiving in the local press. Goodbye, all!
Well, Miss Nothing, you have no idea of the week we've had with her. First, her dressing room was too small. Then her mustache was too long. I told her she was splitting hairs. But please yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize for this bit of bitterness in what I believe has been an otherwise flawless evening. But I must strenuously express that many literary experts disagree with Miss Nothing's contention that Edwin Drood and the detective Dick Datchery are one and the same. Indeed, there are many prime candidates for the face behind Datchery's beard. For example, Helena Landless. About Helena, Neville revealed in Act 1.
In desperation, Helena tried on more than one occasion to flee his cruel and miserly hand, even disguising herself as a boy.
A hit? A palpable hit? But is it a meaningful thrust or misdirection? Surely Helena would be fearful of pursuing John Jasper under the given circumstances.
Not under any circumstances.
Still, the candidates hardly end there. What say you of Bazzard?
I love the theatrical world, but there are many stages beyond the proscenium. I long to play a larger part.
Who more likely to don such melodramatic garb and seek the spotlight? Why, otherwise, does he appear in our story at all?
From my earliest remembrances, I've been secret and revengeful.
Who more likely to investigate the disappearance of Edwin Drood than he who is most suspected of foul play? Or did someone wish to clear Neville's name?
Neville has been entrusted to my care.
The Reverend Mr. Chris Barker, whose passions and energies lay hidden beneath his clerical garb, has he adopted another uniform, that of Datchery, to clear the name of his charge and responsibility? And then there is the puzzling situation of Rosa. Could it be that we have underestimated the resourcefulness of this woman's child? Has she taken it upon herself to investigate the disappearance of Edwin Drood? Looks can be deceiving. This much I